Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So we're gonna do something a little bit, just like an overview, because I did get asked to kind of see what my roster looks like, and I thought about this, and I realized that it would make sense if I'm telling you how to play something, why I'm telling you to do it that way, because then you know what I'm working with, and how I've kind of built my roster. So I'm gonna preface this. It's super light side heavy, and there are lots of gaps. But I'm going to let you know what I'm thinking about working on and what I'm kind of like set aside as finished. And I want to know if you think I need to pivot because I'm kind of torn between two things. But we'll get into it. So we can hop into the game. Cool. So, we're gonna just kind of look at the overview. So I'm 7.4. I've been playing for 5.5 years, give or take. October 2016, I'm pretty sure was when I started. So not day one. But I've done a lot of, oops, did not mean to click on Hunter. I've done a lot of odd things to my roster. Some of them are kind of jokes and some of them are serious. Most of it is serious. So you can see at the top I've got all my favorites. It's kind of just like what I'm thinking of working on at the moment. We can get into it later. But so to start, I've got 4 Galactic Legends, Jedi Master Luke, Slicker, Kenobi, and Rey. Rey I went for first, then I got Luke, then I did Kylo, and then I got Kenobi recently. So those are my 4. But let's show you the factions that I've kind of pretty much settled on being done. The biggest one is Resistance. This is just completely done. Aside from a few Zetas, you can see there's a little bit of a running joke. I did something kind of stupid. My first Relic 8 was on BB-8 because if you don't know, he is my absolute favorite. And yeah, it's just kind of a little bit of a joke. I do want to take him to Relic 9. I don't know if I will, but I just think it would be funny. And also really stupid. Do not recommend. Don't do it. It's not a good option. Don't take him to Relic 9. Don't even take him to Relic 8. He does not need Relic 8. Okay? So, those are my Resistance. First Order is also pretty much done because I went for Kylo and all of the Rex are First Order. So that is that. Where I am lacking. Oh boy. So, Dark Side is obviously super not well done, but pilots are a big gap for me. Obviously, like the pilots that are required for Galactic Legends or Legendaries or anything like that, anything that has like a gate, I've put relics on. And then as we kind of go down, you can see it just gets bad, especially my rebels. So fleets are on the they're in the future for me. I definitely need to work on them. I know this is a huge gap. Don't ignore your fleets. Trust me. Please learn from my mistakes. Do not ignore your fleets. It's just a terrible idea. Okay. Bounty hunters, they are so. They're relict because I needed them. I do have executor. So they're relict for executor requirements. But they definitely need some work. I've got Boba from Conquest. I'm working on Fennec. Obviously the gear is a grind and a half because of other requirements, but they're there. This is a gap. Like, I know that this is a gap and I need to work on this. The other gap that I have repeatedly said that I'm going to work on, my Imperial Troopers. I don't really know how to explain what I did to my Imperial Troopers. This is just what happened. It is the way it is. They are being worked on. I'm curious. I mean, this is the problem. I was going to finish Dark Trooper, to be completely honest with all of you. But then Eden Versio came out, and now I'm kind of thinking I just need to finish all of them, which is a lot. But what are we thinking here? Because I was going to finish Dark Trooper and call it a day, but I'm thinking that's not going to be an option. And I just want you to see this divide here, because you'll understand why this is the way it is. My roster, again, is super light side heavy. Like, you can see all of the relics, light side, clones, like everything. Like, we're talking Kira and Scoundrels and Old Republic that don't have relics. Like, everything else is pretty solid. It's dark side that seems to be a problem for me. Again, like, these are relic because they have to be, and then it just kind of stops. And there are tons of, like, look at that Newt. Like, Newt needs to go up. There's just tons that are sad and not done. So, yeah, these need some love. Anyway, I will show you things that I am currently working on. So here is my current Galactic Legend farm. I'm going after C. I'm going after Sith Eternal Emperor. I'm almost done. I only have these 5 characters left. So realistically, I could be there in a couple of weeks. Maybe like 3 weeks, give or take. But my question is, do I pivot? Because... And normally I don't recommend pivoting, but given all of the changes in Grand Arena, I'm thinking maybe I should. And I could just finish my Mandalorians. I have Maul. I could give him relics. I could give Beskar Mando relics, which I should because he's a pilot. But realistically, I could have a solid Maul Mando team. I'm not going to be getting Lord Vader anytime soon, so Maul would be with Mandalorians all the time. So do I just finish this real quick? I mean, they're already year 12. And then I finish Sith Eternal Emperor? I'm curious what your thoughts are. I would really like to know, because this is very tempting to me. Ships, you can see they're pretty much done. I think I have 2 that aren't 7-starred yet, because I hate ships, to be completely honest with you, and I don't want to farm them, but I will. So you'll see, yeah, here it is. Vulture Droid is not done, which that's only going to take me a few days, to be honest with you. But B-28 there, he's not done either, sadly. But it'll be fine. We'll finish him. And then we've got the capital ships down here. So, but you can see, like, Akbar is still gear 11. Clearly, I need to work on my Rebel fleet. I know that. So I am thinking in the 2022 projects for my roster, fleets, Rebel fleets mainly. Sith Eternal Emperor is definitely on the list. I'm so close to him. I don't even know if it makes sense to pivot, but I kind of think it does. Maul Mandalorians, again, also an option to work on and a gap to fill. And then it's just really finishing troopers and bounty hunters, I think, for now. I could throw gear on other factions. You'll see, like, my Geonosians are not relict. So I figured this was a good thing for you guys to see, because here's my Empire, also really, really sad to look at. You can understand why I do things the way I do. And why I might not be familiar with something. That being said, I do have a lot of friends who have things that I don't have, so I do have some input and some knowledge about things that I don't necessarily have access to myself. And I have access to another account that works on things that I don't get to work on, so we'll be able to play around with that. So we've got my Jedi. Cam obviously is done. I need to take him to Relic 8. I'm not going to regret doing that. He 1000% needs to go there. He's currently Relic 7. But he hits so hard. So much fun. Honestly, don't don't sleep on getting him if you're in a guild that doesn't think the mission is a priority. I'm super biased because that mission is my favorite thing in the game, which most of you know. Night Sisters are also super sad and could probably use some love. They are not a priority for me. They should be, but they're just not. Rebel Fighters is also a faction that I really want to work on, mainly because I see how much fun they are and I really want to get it done. I also would love to be able to just farm Kyle Katarn to 7 stars once he is farmable, and then use him in territory battles, because Mon Mothma with Kyle Katarn walks through light side territory battles every single phase, 4 waves consistently. It's stupid easy. And none of the characters that you need for them really are in platoons, so you are laughing about it. Scoundrels are another one that need a little bit of love. Mainly my Nest. I need to put Nest to Relics. I know this. And then the rest of them, we'll see. The Bando squad I would love to work on. There's just so many squirrels. So there are like a few holes. And obviously, like you can see, I'm 7.4 million GP. I've been playing for 5 years. And there's always going to be holes. There's always going to be something that is a blind spot that you're overlooking. And obviously this is one I skipped over, Bad Batch. It's a very, very slow grind for me. But they're there. And I think I will focus on them this year. I just don't know when, to be honest with you. So super quick. It's not that crazy detailed, but you can have an idea of what's going on with my roster, why I have things the way I have them. But I want to know what you guys think. If I missed a gap that you think I should clearly fix, I want to know what you're thinking. And I'm genuinely curious if you think I should really quickly detour off of my Sith Eternal Emperor grind here to finish my Maul Mandos. Or do I just stick it out, get Sith Eternal Emperor, and then do it? I don't know. I don't know what the best option is here. Let me know what you think. Yeah, and we will be back probably with some more territory battles and conquest content coming up. And if you have thoughts or ideas, please let me know. I would love to hear them. Don't forget to like the video if you did like it, if you found it helpful, or if you didn't, you can still like it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you next time.